Want to trade with Rithika? Join Chase at www.laductrading.com/chase.
Hope you had a great week. So, as you can see, we had a continuation last week. We held above the 6580 and we've pushed up into that 6700 target area. So, generally, this is where wave threes tend to have a little bit of digestion. You can see here we are digesting a little bit there, but there's nothing to say that bigger picture, the pattern is broken or the uptrend is gonna come off. So I still do think that if I were to flip this on the smallest swing time frame, this is our 1-2. We are in a wave three. Even if we digest a little bit, we still have more upside. So I do think that any digestion probably still gonna get bought up, but I do see some short-term weakness happening in the market because, as I've mentioned, we are getting pretty extended above the channel, but again, maybe a retest of the channel it broke out of before we proceed higher. So nothing too drastic, but again, I am still looking for continued upside in the broader markets because again, I mean, if you were to look at a bigger picture, we can make this R12 and we are still in a wave three, finishing up a wave three before we push higher into the wave five, before we have a short-term weakness. And bigger picture, if you are gonna fib that, again, that becomes your big wave three, your big wave four, and we still have a major wave five left. So things are getting pretty topsy-turvy, but again, we've not had much breakout on the wicks. I've mentioned this is our downtrend on the wicks, and unless we get over this 17.3 to 18, the market can't push higher into that 25 level. So there's no sign of weakness yet on the wicks, which is why the market could move higher. The 10-year again is sideways between 4 to 4.5. Not much has changed regarding that. We are pretty choppy sideways, and the dollar again still stuck below the bottom of the channel. So we don't really have much decisions in the market, which is why you can see continued strength in the market and we are breaking out. So again, on QQQ, we know that we've not even gone back into the channel. And as mentioned on the ES markets, we still have a little bit of upside into the wave three before we kind of have a little bit of digestion before we push higher for the wave five. So bigger picture, not much has changed. So with that being said, let's look at the 6 watch list. So AMD did actually break out when we were looking at it a couple of weeks back. We've still been sideways. So, I mean, it is curling up pretty nicely. So you can see here, we are sideways kind of in that wave four pattern. This is our wave three. This is our wave four. So yeah, I am looking for this to have that breakout a good level would be here at 162. If you can get above 162, then it's easily going to push up into that 190, probably even 200. So I am still looking for that breakout higher on AMD for that wave five to the upside. So that's what I have for AMD. On the other hand, JP Morgan could be a little bit extended. I'm not saying we will definitely sell off, but among the stocks that's had a very nice move since April. So we could kind of be in for a little bit of a digestion period. Kind of be mindful of that. At the most, we probably push into that 325 and then we sell off. Otherwise, we can break below this 310, 308. We can come back into the bottom of this channel here at 390, 294. It's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking for some short-term digestion on JP Morgan. So that's what I have for JP Morgan. The next one I have is Coin. And again, we've had a very nice move to the upside. Now, kind of just gonna been digesting sideways. So I would say that I'm pretty sure we have a gap to fill, right? Yeah, we did gap down. So this is your level of resistance, 345, 346. You break that, you have gap to fill at 381. You break 381, then I can definitely see us pushing into 450 and even 550 in the future. This wave five is pending. It's just a matter of will it digest some more before it pushes up? Will we directly break up and continue moving to the upside? So just looking to see at what point the swing continues to move higher. That's what we have for Coin. And last but not the least, I have XOM. Again, just maybe weakness that it couldn't break above into the channel. We do have a gap to fill into that 112 area. If 112 breaks, we have another gap into 110. Now look for a bit of continued weakness on XOM. If we stay below this 114 level, we should be able to come back to the downside. This looks like this is our A, our B, and it's going to come down for that C. So yeah, that's all I have for this week. I hope you have a great day.
Join Chase to trade with Rithika and other experts. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more Wolf's weekly wave list videos and other content.